mini stock division in the area, but he rhymed off 3 wins and 4 tries this past 2016 at Brockville, including the Fall Nationals event. But he's with us out of Westport, the 14. There's Mark Dagenet, our opening day winner, Francis Desjardins, the 13, and our most recent winner, Mike Gaucher, in the number 3.
Well, Tim, looks like our defending track champion, Mark Dagenet, he's figured out what was wrong with it 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, he was...
he was spitting and sputtering going around, but he doesn't seem to be doing any of that now.
Not exactly, no. As the Alexandria Home Hardware Pro Stocks, they roll track side. Group time trials for the Alexandria Home Hardware Pro Stocks on track right now. There is Jocelyn Waugh, the 48, 99 of Ghislain Valade. The number 8 of Mark Lalonde's got a win here this year. Stéphane Lemaire's got a couple of wins on the Quebec circuit as well. In the 115, there's the 11 of David Seguin, the 29 of Justin DeRosier, and the 88 of C.D. Beauchamp ready to go. So right now, the first group of timed hot laps for the Alexandria Home Hardware Pro Stock. Jocelyn Waugh, quick so far, 16.681. Gets knocked off the top of the board once again by C.D. Beauchamp, and the number 88, he goes to the top of the board, 16.614, and it's going to be a battle between him and Jocelyn Waugh as Waugh goes back to the top of the board, 16.472. Ghislain Valade, third quick on board with a 16.722, 16.915 for Lemaire, and Mark Lalonde at a 16.963. White flag being displayed for this first group. Looks like everybody's kind of settled into a groove right now. Nobody's been able to pick up the pace on the 48 of Waugh as they bring it through 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. Jocelyn Waugh will come on by. Doesn't go any quicker that time, though. 17.110 for Mark Lalone. Picks him up 5th quick. Lemire goes to 4th quick now with a 16.915. And C.D. Beauchamp tried to get up there and challenge for the top spot, but it will be the 48 of Waugh taking quick time with a 16.472, 16.614 for Beauchamp, and Valad at a 16.709. So Group 2 rolling trackside, guys, and here we go.
Well, second group of the Alexandria Home Hardware Pro Stock Time Trial Hot Laps rolling to the track. As Dave the Bulldog Bissonnette and the 47 will come out first. George Renault in the 55. Kevin Federley in the 57K. Chicoine in the number 17. Jeffrey LaPalme in the 88. And we got Steve Shepwood in the number 38. As they wind them up. And we've got a car spun. It's Kevin Federley in turn number 4. That'll bring out the caution. We're going to try this again. And green comes out on the 47 of the Bulldog. We're going to try this time trial again. Dave the Bulldog Bissonnette, multiple time track champion here in the Pro Stock division in Cornwall. We'll bring it around, put the first lap in the books. Good enough for 6th spot. And George Renault knocks him down a spot. Federley having some problems in turn number 2. Loops it around and brings out the caution again. So only a couple of cars actually coming around to take time. And it's George Renault so far quickest out of this group. 17.015. Well, we're going to go green. We're going to try this again. Well, the Bulldog using every inch of the track out there. He gets it out there a little bit. Renault's still trying to improve on that. We're going to come around this side to take time. One full lap in the books here. And Chaput loops it between 3 and 4. Caution comes out again. Well, here we go, guys. We're going to try this once again. We need 2 good laps from these guys. Steve Chaput decides to take it pit side. So when the Bulldog comes around, we'll be looking for a lap time here. And George Renault still quickest with a 17.015. So his first lap stands. Jeffrey LaPalme with a 16.9 moves to the head of the class. The Bulldog trying to improve on that, does. 3rd quickest so far with a 16.6. Dave the Bulldog Bissonnette found the quick way around. LaPalme moves up 1 more spot to 5th. And the Bulldog tries to improve, and he does. 2nd fastest so far. He got ahead of C.D. Beauchamp from the last group with a 16.95. So he will time trial quickest out of the second group. So Dave the Bulldog Bissonnette, no stranger to the track here, finds a way to get to the head of the class. Just the second fastest car out there. Of course, it was Jocelyn Roy in the first group that still holds that record. Well, so far. We still have one more group coming out, Martin.
Third group, le troisième groupe embarque en piste, la série ultime Pro Stock, première manche de la série. On a la voiture numéro 6 de Stéphane Lebrun, le 33 de Bruno Cyr, le numéro 29 de Danny Vogel, numéro 4, number 4 of Roch Aubin, the number 15, le numéro 15 de Guy Vien. On retrouvera ensuite la voiture 18 des number 18 of Bob Ray, the 83 of Dustin Bradley, and the number 8 of Cody Kelly. Numéro 8 de Cody Kelly à la fin. Comme on mentionnait plus tôt, ce sont des groupes de qualification. Les temps vont compter également pour placer pour les qualifications. Ceci est le troisième et dernier groupe dans cette division Pro Stock, la série ultime. And on va au vert, we're going to green. La voiture de Stéphane Lebrun aura le temps de référence alors qu'on va au drapeau jaune. Des ennuis pour Roch Aubin. We're going to yellow. Lebrun had the quickest time so far, but we'll have to start back again. On devra repartir ce troisième groupe. On va redonner le vert. We're going back to green. Stéphane Lebrun est toujours votre pilote le plus rapide. Stéphane Lebrun still your fastest car on the speedway in front of Danny Vogel and Bruno Cyr. Currently your top 3 in group number 3. Présentement votre top 3. Stéphane Lebrun, Danny Vogel et Bruno Cyr. On va au drapeau jaune. We're going back to yellow. 3 cars got together in turn number 2. Dustin Bradley, Cody Kelly, et Bob Ray. People are still coming in from the main parking. On a toujours beaucoup de gens qui arrivent dans le stationnement principal. On retournera au vert. We're going back to green. Stéphane Lebrun, toujours la voiture de référence. Stéphane Lebrun is your reference car right now in this group number 3. We are bringing the checker flag. On amène le drapeau quadrillé. Stéphane Lebrun partira premier dans la troisième vague de qualification devant Danny Vogel, Bruno Cyr, Cody Kelly, Guy Vien, Bob Ray, Dustin Bradley et Roch Aubin. So, guys, the track, with all the rain that we got, or the R word that we got in the last few weeks, the track preparation, they didn't put much water on it. That's why we have a little bit of dust, but knowing the guys, they will adjust as the night goes on, but right now it's a pretty tricky racetrack that we have so far.
Yeah, a lot of guys had a problem navigating. Seemed like a majority of them had a problem navigating turns 1 and 2, but we'll see how that picks up as Huey, the 358 Modified, is rolling trackside.
Well, the Modifies get their first warm-up session in, and the 16 of Gage Moray on fire over at the Airborne Speedway over in Plattsburgh. Got a couple of features in a row over there at the 16. Now Timmy O'Brien in the 88, the Jim's Performance Plush machine. David Hebert.
Most recent winner right there, month ago.
Month ago. There, well, 3 weeks and
Pretty
a little
well
bit.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve Bernard in the 54.
Good to see Simon Perrault back with us in the 47 machine.
Haven't seen him in a while. The 96 of JF Kotovo.
Steve Bernier in the 1-star. Making his way into turn number 1. Steve's been a regular runner at the Airborne Park Speedway on Saturday nights as well. Has not won yet, but has been very strong.
And wow, this is a big group right here. You got Bernard Bernier, David Hebert, Timmy O'Brien, Gage Moray.
Steve Bernard, the 358 Super Dirt Car Series champion from 2 seasons ago.
What a good mixture.
Oh, yes.
Got some young guns in there, some talent that's been around for a while. Don't want to call them old.
No. Experienced veterans.
Experience, there we go. That's the word we were searching for.
David Hebert's win total going up to 106 over the last month or so in the 358 modified ranks. Puts him right in there with some good company with drivers with only 100 wins in the small block modified division. Tim O'Brien finally got a feature win after about 5 years of being shut out of victory lane at Brockville earlier this year.
Well, when you're racing against Big Brother Danny all the time, that's not exactly an easy thing to do.
Nope, and that's who he had to beat that night was Big Brother Danny.
Wow, I remember the races we used to have here with Pat and Danny, and now we got Timmy and Danny. Pat's kind of
just
up the
sitting
steering
off.
wheel a little bit, but he's still in there every now and again.
Tells me the cottage is getting in the way, so.
I hear that a lot these days.
Yeah.
A lot of guys used to put a lot of time and money into it. Now they're like, you know, if the weather's there, it is. If it isn't, we go somewhere else.
It's cottage life, for sure. Well, we're going to wind them up tight and let them fly. Session number 1 for the 358 Modifieds is green.
Well, Steve Bernier shutting it down in turn 4. That's what the caution came out for. And then once caution comes out, he gets underway and takes it pit side.
Keep in mind how quick how this racetrack has slowed up. Steve Bernard, quick time of the 14.920.
Yeah, the modifieds are usually right down into the high 12s, low 13s. Well, checkered and yellow comes out, and as David Hebert into the 14-second range, but as we mentioned, Timmy, usually
Yep.
low 13s, high 12s for the modified division here. Of course, that's the difference the track being on the dry side makes, but the drivers would much rather have it dry like this, where they've got 3 lines they can drive through, and if they bump into somebody, you don't tear everything apart.
That's going to be the big deal right there as Group 2 rolls track side with Louis Jackson Jr. in the number 18, making his way off of corner number 2. There's Stefan LaFrance, the Ultimate Cypher 115, making his way through 1 and 2. Brian Slim McDonald, West Front Construction, number 151, ride from right around the corner here in Cornwall. And there's another Cornwall native, Corey Wheeler, the Fat Less Chip Stand 47S. Kerry Terrance, Hogansburg, New York, 3-time track champion here in the Twin Leaf Stores number 66X ride. Behind him, also making his way out onto the Speedway in the Le Groupe Ultra number 25, that is Mikel Perron. David Papineau, Makwasasti in the 188 machine, making his way out onto the Speedway, and a 2-time track champion behind him, the Rayabels Plumbing 66, that's Kyle Dingwall. Another Iroquois native behind him in the Ruscheck 38 Special, that is Luke Whitaker. Luke Whitaker in car number 38. So, guys, good crop of talent in this group as well.
Well, you mentioned a couple of the guys that they've already got the heat wins. That's Kyle Dingwall and Luke Whitaker. They had 2 of the heat wins going back a number of weeks ago when we tried to run this the first time. Out there for this group. So this is another action-packed group.
And we'll see what kind of times they can lay down as well. David Hebert, quick time, 14.825. See what happens as group number 2 winds them up tight and let them fly. We're under green. Well, group number 2 hot lap session is complete for the modifieds. Luke Whitaker, fast time there at a 14.904. 14.904 for Luke Whitaker, and at a near 7-year winless drought here at the Speedway with his 4th career modified win back in early June as group number 3 gets set to roll. The man leading them out is a 2-time winner of this race and a former series champion. That's the Doctor, Danny Johnson. Express Gas 22D ride from Rochester. Right there behind him in the ESPDirect.ca number 73, that's Matthew Boisvert. Behind him, St. Edmund, Quebec in the DTC Trucking 22C. That is none other than Super Mario Claire, 2013 champion here, and our defending track champion and current point leader at the Airborne Park Speedway in the St. Lawrence Radiology 01. That's Chris Rabby from Cornwall. From Watertown, the Quarry Dagenet DeLines Auto Body number 9J, that's Jordan McCready. Steve Bernier back out on the 1-star ride. The Mr. Radiator number 23 of Joey Lannister from Alexandria. Yet again, another talented group, guys, and we'll see what kind of times they can lay down here in session number 3. So group number 3 coming to a close. We had a little issue with the timing and scoring there, but that is all right. Hey, it's been a month, you know.
Well, you know, we got to work the bugs out.
Exactly.
We only had 2 weeks in anyway, so we were just working the bugs out of the system the first time.
That's true.
Well, we're rolling out the first group of Tracy Wheeler Assist to Sell Sportsman. Tristan Draper in the 17 rolls it across the line. Junior Delorme in the 45D. Gabriel Sear in the 94. Now we got Robert Delorme in the 1. Thomas Cook in the 35 and Billy Cook in the Mohawk Express M70. And a big puff of smoke coming out of the back of the Tristan Draper ride, the number 17, being told on the one-way he's going to slow it right down on the backstretch, giving the black flag as well. The rest of the competitors had a hard time seeing with the smoke. Plus, just saved some equipment there by sending them off early. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've just been told that an iPod was found, and if you are missing your iPod, please go to information. They have it there. Second group of Tracy Wheeler Assist to Sell Sportsman on the field. Mike Stacy back with us. Have not seen Mike in a while in the number 23. And we got Jason Shipclark in the 150. The 102 of Kreiderman. 15B of Brianna Ladisser. The 54 of Evan Racine, newcomer to the Cornwall Motor Speedway. Martin Hebert in the 43, and green comes out on the second group. Well, Timmy Yellow Checker comes out on the second group of the Tracy Wheeler Assist to Sell Sportsman, and Dan Ferguson in the 11 and Zach Arquette in the 14. A couple of other newcomers to the Cornwall Motor Speedway this season. Got a bunch of them here.
Yeah, this guy rolling out as no newcomer to the Speedway is actually the defending track champion. That's Shane Pecor in the Zero Machine from St. Andrews. Chris Ferguson in the 08, a regular at Brockville on Saturday nights. He's back with us here tonight. Adam Rosen in the number 3. Derek Kreiderman in the 102 making his way out. Ricky Thompson in the 1R machine. There's Greg Izard in the 87. Kurt Kaye with the 28. Pascal Rossette in the number 83. So session at number 3 for the Sportsman division is green. Another group of Sportsman cars rolling trackside now. Scott McGill in the 04 leading the way out. Emmanuel St. Denis in the 65 also making his way on out as well. Justin Lalonde having a strong season so far in 2017. He's in the Westfront Construction Troyer Race Cars number 98H. Alex Gagnon making the jump from the semi-pro street stock ranks to the Sportsman division this year in the 22A. Steve Morris, who just about picked up a victory here a couple of weeks back in the Embranada Tech 58 ride out of the Tass Racing stable. Teammate right there behind him in the 85 Canada Ford ride from Ottawa. This is Tyler Givogue. Tyler off of a runner-up finish at Brockville a couple of weeks ago. You see some of the drivers coming off of the staging area, weaving back and forth. That staging lane is pretty soupy over there. So drivers trying to get the moisture off of those Hoosier Racing tires as much as they can. So green lights are on as the final group of Sportsmen are ready to go. Well, there we have it. Hot lap sessions are in the books now for all divisions. Now, I'm going to have to do this real quick, too. Need everybody to check their pockets. If you are missing an iPod, it has been located. So that is one saving grace for you. The next saving grace is to try and describe it in detail. And if you can describe it in detail and it's yours, it's at the information booth.
Yes.
So go ahead, and if you are missing your iPod, it is at the information booth. And go on down there and claim it. If you can describe it, it's yours.
I'm guessing walking up and saying, it's an iPod, won't work.
Hey, happy Canada Day, too, to everybody. Hopefully everybody had a good time last night, and hopefully everybody was safe. Don't see too many people holding their heads already this fine afternoon, so it must have been a pretty decent night.
I was a good boy for a change.
Yeah, Sadie kept me in line last night. It was a lovely evening. Got to spend it back home in the Lafargeville area. My dad's birthday was yesterday. Wishing a happy birthday to him.
Well, we'll be sending out the very first heat very shortly, but we've got somebody else in the flag stand. Savannah DeRushy.
Really?
Made her way up to the top of the flag stand. Savannah Banana, otherwise known from her mom.
What did we do? Get the other two flaggers are kicked out for the night, or?
Well, we got to find a job for Savannah.
Oh.
So she's part of the junior fan club. Had her name drawn, how many weeks ago? 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
yep.
she finally gets to flag a race.
And
you two, all kids 12 and under, can join the junior fan club.
Right.
Just go to the center of the tower here, at the back of the tower,
yep.
and sign up. And you can have your name drawn. There's prizes to be won and all kinds of fun things. You know, you get to be a junior flagger. And it's easy.
Yes, that's about as easy as it can get. Also, I know it's been a while since we've been able to do this, but our good buddy Patrick Mulligan is down towards the Finish Line Pub, located down towards turn number 1, as the street stocks will be coming out for their first heat. But Patrick does have the area auto racing news available, and he does have the previous 3 weeks, and it is a 3-for-1 deal. $4 Canadian, $3 US. Get you all 3 papers. So you buy this week's issue, you get the last 2 for free.
Wow.
Hey, good deal. Come on down, check them out down there by the Finish Line Pub.
Well, Savannah waving the flag. Don't forget to wave to Mom out in the infield, Savannah. She's got the camera out. She's filming the whole thing. And I think I'll go next door. I'll find out who's doing all our trophy presentations. And semi-pro, street stock, kook stock. Hey, they got a million different names. Make their way out for their first heat.
Yes, heat number 1 on the Speedway, or the lone heat for the street stocks. 25 laps tonight. They'll have a 6-lap qualifier as we go green au beau drapeau vert. Un bon départ ici pour Nicolas Gauvreau et Marco Gilbert dans la voiture 44. Wade Purchase suit au 3e rang dans la voiture 53. Marco Gilbert is your leader in front of Nick Gauvreau and Wade Purchase. Sheldon Auger and Warren Moat, your top 5. Gilbert qui vient prendre les commandes dans cette qualification straight stock. Le premier vainqueur, le 03, il n'est pas ici ce soir. Le premier vainqueur de finale de 25 tours, the first winner of the season in the street stock. A Brighton regular, the 03 car, is not here tonight, so we'll have a new winner in the winner's circle. That's a lot of winners. So Marco Gilbert, still your leader in front of Wade Purchase. Nick Gauvreau, still your 3rd place runner in front of Sheldon Auger. Purchase trying to pass Marco Gilbert. Wade Purchase qui s'attaque à Marco Gilbert. Il semble avoir beaucoup de puissance dans la voiture 44, mais Wade Purchase vient prendre la première position. Une belle manœuvre pour prendre cette place convoitée. Sheldon Auger vient faire une belle manœuvre sur Moat et Gauvreau pour prendre la 3e position. On a le drapeau blanc sur la piste. The white flag is on the speedway. 1 lap to go. Purchase, your leader. He will come and get the checker flag in front of Marco Gilbert. Your race winner, Wade Purchase. Marco Gilbert second, Sheldon Ogwer third, Nick Govro and Warren Moat completes your top 5. Great run for Wade Aperçu. As the top 3 are heading to the scales, le top 3 se dirige vers les balances. Savannah DeRucci that did the junior flagman, as I take the opportunity to invite all the kids to go and register to the Kids Club. J'invite tous les enfants de 12 ans et moins d'aller s'enregistrer au Club des enfants, situé sous la tour ici. The Kids Club is located below the tower here, the announcer's tower, which is Tower B. So all the kids 12 years and under, go register. You'll have the chance to We also remind all the people that have parked in the main parking area, if you think you are stuck, si vous pensez que vous êtes pris avec votre voiture, nous vous aiderons à la fin du programme. If you, as I was mentioning, if you think you're stuck, we will be able to assist you at the end of the program, as you've noticed that the premises has received a lot of water in the last few weeks, so as Wade Aperçu made his way to the winner's circle, as Savannah DeRucci will go and give the checker flag. So a good round of applause for the 53 of Wade Aperçu, your 8th winner in the street stock division. They will be back before intermission time for their 25-lap event. Ils seront de retour en piste pour la finale de 25 tours qui aura lieu tout juste avant l'intermission. As Tim, we're getting ready for heat number 1 in the mini stock division.
Yes. Glad to have the Polar Sound DJ Service mini stocks back on hand with us here tonight. So far this season in mini stock action, Carl Potvin won with us. The only feature we got in on the 22nd of May, actually that was run on double feature night, which was back on June 11th. Mark Dagenet and Mike Gaucher, they're only 3 winners this year. They did have a week off on June the 4th. Six laps will be the distance tonight for the Polar Sound DJ Service mini stocks. Patrice Monnier in the 51 making his way out on the pole. Outside will be Corey Gates in the 83. Alexis Charbonneau in the 49 alongside of the 17. And we'll get a driver name on the 17 for you in just a few moments. Row number 3, Tyler French in the number 0 machine, a Brighton regular, and beside him, 3-time winner at Mohawk this year, 43, that is none other than Richard Thornton. Final row inside will feature the 14T of Tristan Herford and the 74L, that's Skylar Lattiser. 8 drivers ready to go. 6 laps is the scheduled distance. First of 2 heats tonight with the Polar Sound DJ Service mini stocks. Out of the corner at the Wired Audio Fire Zone, and we're green. Charbonneau picking up the race lead as they head through 1 and 2. Tyler French does the slide down on the bottom. He'll go to the 2 spot. Corey Yates back there in 3rd as they head through 3 and 4. Tyler French high sides it in turn number 4, but he stays in the throttle. He'll pick up the lead at lap number 1. Jeff Humphreys in the 17, making his way to the 3rd spot. As he gets down low, picks off 3rd from Corey Gates off of corner number 4. Brighton Speedway regulars 1st and 3rd right now as Alexis Charbonneau, regular here and at Autodrome Granby as well. holding down the 2 spot. Top 3 breaking away from the rest of the field. Richard Thornton holding down the number 4 position with Skylar Ladisser. Corey Gates back there with him as well. 2 to go, or 3 laps to go, I should say, in this opening heat event for the Polar Sound DJ Service Mini Stocks, as Tyler French brings it down into turns 3 and 4. The weather was not too good to the Brighton Speedway regulars last night, and they're trying to make up for it here in Cornwall with 2 laps left to go. Charbonneau up to the 2 spot. Jeff Humphreys back there in 3rd as they bring it down the back straightaway. Corey Gates, Skylar Ladisser, your top 5. Into 3 and 4 they go. White flag will be displayed this time by. It's a pretty good heat race so far. Tyler French looking to hold on and win it, but Alexis Charbonneau's got other ideas, bidding for the lead as they hit the back straightaway. Corey Gates back there 4th, followed by Ladisser in the 5 spot. Richard Thornton going back after him in turn number 3. Meanwhile, off of corner number 4, it will be Tyler French picking up the win. 2nd will go to Charbonneau. 3rd to Humphreys in the 17. Corey Gates takes the 83 to the number 4 spot, and at the line, Skylar Ladisser will cross in 5th. So that will do it for the first heat of a mini stock competition here with the good folks at Polar Sound DJ Service sponsoring this division this year. As he brings it down into victory lane, how about a big hand for the 0 of Tyler French? Not a bad heat so far for the mini stocks.
Yes, looking at the field, seeing the 43 of Richard Thornton, I know he's a regular at Mohawk, and he won a few races there, and you could see that the field is pretty strong here tonight at Cornwall with French and Humphreys from Brighton, with Charbonneau as well. So it should be a good 25-lap event that will close out the evening later on tonight. As heat number 2 is on the raceway. You'll find the 11T of Teddy Bird, the 3 of Mike Gaucher, the 88 of Dylan Kirkman, the 14 of Joe McNichols, the 13 of Francis Desjardins, the 15 of Marc Dagenet, and you'll have the 14 race winner here earlier this season, the 14 of Carl Potvin from Gatineau. Carl Potvin, un des vainqueurs ici plus tôt cette saison, partira au 7e rang. On va au vert, we're going to green. Bon départ ici pour Teddy Bird qui prend les commandes. Joe McNichols au 3e rang. S'est fait accrocher ici quelque peu avec Francis Desjardins. Par la maîtrise de son véhicule, on apportera le drapeau jaune. On va avoir des dommages sur la roue arrière gauche pour McNichols. Seems to be some damage on the wheel, the left-hand wheel. On the 14 car of Joe McNichols, he'll be heading to the infield to get it checked. Bon départ ici pour Teddy Bird qui prend les commandes. Joe McNichols au 3e rang. Ça rappelle une grosse soirée avec Francis Desjardins, plutôt 125 tours par la maîtrise de son véhicule. On a 25 tours dans toutes les autres catégories. On a au total 250 tours de finale à compléter ce soir. Les modifiés seront ensuite en piste avec la 4e et dernière qualification du 21 mai. Alors qu'on retourne au vert, we're going back to green. Mike Gaucher to the lead. Mike Gaucher, votre meneur devant Bird et Marc Dagenet. On est agressif jusqu'ici. Belle manœuvre pour Marc Dagenet qui tente de venir prendre les commandes. On va le côte à côte. We're side by side between Dagenet and Mike Gaucher. Dagenet qui vient prendre les devants sur la voiture 3. Alors que Kirkland vient au 3e rang. Carl Potvin aussi qui tente de monter de quelques rangs. Vient au 3e rang présentement. Alors que Marc Dagenet semble seul en piste présentement dans cette qualification 2e de 2. On aura 2 tours à faire dans cette qualification de 6 tours. 2 laps to go. Started last, now running in 2nd, Carl Potvin. Having a strong run so far with Mike Gaucher, with Teddy Bird Gaining off the speedway in turn number 2. 1 lap to go, dernier tour de piste. On amènera le drapeau jaune. We'll go back to yellow flag. Marc Dagenet, toujours votre meneur. Carl Potvin, 2e. Mike Gaucher, 3e. Dylan Kirkland et Francis Desjardins, votre top 5. Dagenet still your leader, having a strong run so far with Mike Gaucher with Teddy Bird. Gaining off the speedway in turn number 2. 1 lap to go, dernier. Modifies will be up next. Les modifiés seront en piste immédiatement après la 4e et dernière qualification. Track is clear. On ira au drapeau blanc. We'll go to the white flag. We'll have 1 lap to go in this second heat. Again tonight, a special race for the mini stock 25 lap event, counting for the Cindy Ledsaw Memorial, and also we having a special night for Danny Lefebvre as well in the mini stock division. On retournera au vert. We'll go back to green with Marc Dagenet to the lead. On va au vert. We're going back to green. Dagenet had a strong start over Potvin with Gaucher running in third. Francis Desjardins and Kirkland, your top 5. He will come and get the checker flag. Your race winner, Marc Dagenet. In front of Carl Potvin, Mike Gaucher, Francis Desjardins, and Dylan Kirkland. Il avait sa main de sortie, la voiture numéro 15 de Marc Dagenet.
Well, Martin and Tim, did you notice that? He got fluorescent gloves so we can see his hand out the window now. Like we couldn't see it before anyway, but now he's got fluorescent green gloves.
Just make sure that you want to see his hand as he wins either the heat race or the feature. But so guys, we'll have heat number 4 for the modifieds. This heat was originally scheduled on May 21st. They will be hitting the speedway as we speak.
Yes.
Just a little while.
Dwaron Engineering Cup points are also on the line. Once again, the staging area is quite greasy out there, so these drivers will take a couple of minutes to get those Hoosier Racing tires all cleared off.
Cleared off and heated up. They stick a little bit better that way. And Marc Dagenet trying to say, I can run with the big boys now.
So Modifieds ready to rock and roll heat number 4 for the mods as the 23 of Joey Lattiser will lead them down to the green. Outside will be the 88 of Timmy O'Brien. Mikel Perront, the 25, along with the 115 of Stéphane Lafrance, 188 of David Papineau, and the 87 of David Hebert. So we're going to go back under the caution flag. Got some positions to sort out in the lineup, and we'll be set and ready to go. Okay, so we got everything straightened out now. A great job there by Brian Haggerty and Joel Dwaron orchestrating that. Mikel Perront will go away from the pole. Joey Lattiser alongside. 10 laps will be the distance. Once again, the ever important Dwaron Engineering Cup points are also on the line for these qualifying heats. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 to the top 5. Green lights are on, and away we go. Quickly into 1 and 2 they go. First trip around, Mikel Perrant puts the Le Groupe Ultra 25 to the top of the board. Joey Lannister back there in the 2 spot. Then it's Timmy O'Brien in 3rd. David Papineau and Stefan LaFrance, your top 5 as they work it down the front straightaway in lap number 1. Perrant holds about a half a car length advantage. Timmy O'Brien with a win already this year at Brockville sets back there 3rd. Battle on for spot number 4. David Papineau on the top shelf. Stefan LaFrance down to the bottom. He'll go to the position number 4. He'll bring David Hebert with him right there to the 5 spot as the St. Damas native moves it up to position number 5 as they bring it down into turns 3 and 4. The Le Groupe Ultra number 25 from Granby, Quebec brings it off the corner. Mikel Perrant in control. Joey Lannister settles back there to the 2 spot. Timmy O'Brien now under attack from the 115 of Stefan LaFrance as they hit the back straightaway. Timmy O'Brien got that Jim's Performance Plus Geo chassis glued to the bottom side of the speedway. LaFrance is going to have to think of some other maneuver to try to get on by. Meanwhile, David Hebert started to move forward, and they have caught some moisture down on the low lane. You could see it right there in the middle of the corner. That's going to create some interesting lines for these drivers as they click off lap number 5 this time by. It is the 25 of Perrant in control. He moves up the racetrack a little bit. Joey Lannister also navigates through the bottom as they hit the back stretch one more time into turns 3 and 4. Perrant settles it down off of corner number 4. Starting to open up that gap. It's up to about a half a straightaway now, the advantage for the man out of Granby as he brings it off of corner number 2 with a healthy lead. Joey Lannister, Tim O'Brien, your top 3, followed by the 115 of LaFrance, 87 of David Hebert, completing your top 5. David Papineau is 6. 7 laps up on the scoreboard this time around, and Mikel Perrant been in control since the drop of the green. Joey Lannister trying to hold Timmy O'Brien at bay for the 2 spot. 2 to go this time by. Mikel Perrant looking pretty strong here as they bring it off the corner. Perrant making his way off the turn, and he has had a strong race car right from the drop of the green flag. White flag set to be displayed this time by, and the Le Groupe Ultra 25 of Mikel Perrant well in control right now. Joey Lannister just doing all he can to hold second. Meanwhile, Timmy O'Brien has his hands full with Stefan LaFrance as they work the back straightaway. Checkered flag is out, and Mikel Perrant will go to victory lane in heat number 4. Joey Lannister will cross in second, 88 of O'Brien in third, followed by the 115 of LaFrance, and the 87 of David Hebert will cross in fifth. David Papineau will finish out this field in the number 6 spot. So that does it for the modifieds. One heat, that's it.
1 month.
1 month ago, done.
Michel Perrant's only been waiting since May 21st to win that heat.
And he got it, and he got the most Dwaron Engineering Cup points as well with 5. So that wraps up the modified division as the Alexandria Home Hardware Pro Stocks ready to roll trackside for their first of, I believe, 3 heat events here tonight, guys.
Well, 3 heat events in the Ultimate Pro Stock. First race of a 4-race series, 50 laps coming up for these guys. And I was just over in the VIP, and all the fine folks from Alexandria Home Hardware over there, our sponsor this evening. Of course, Ron Obey and his crew having a great time over there in the VIP. And we were talking about this off the air, and how long has Ron been here at the Cornwall Motor Speedway and been sponsoring the Pro Stock? As long as I can remember. He's been sponsoring the Alexandria Home Hardware Pro Stock division. And let's see, I think that's 14 seasons now, 13 seasons I've been here.
Something like that, I believe. That's about how long he's been sponsoring here. It's been a long, long time.
And boy, we've got a good couple of heats set up here, of course. We're going to roll them through the muck over there on the entrance lane. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the crew here at the Cornwall Motor Speedway has been working their butts off all day to prepare the track and the grounds, and of course the laneway on and off the track. They've been trying to pack the water out of it since 10:30 this morning. They've been running the packers over it. They put some extra sand and sawdust and everything you can think of on those laneways to try to dry them up a little bit. And a reminder to those of you who might be stuck in one of our parking lots, we're going to wait till after the races, but we will be going around to help pull you out, ladies and gentlemen. So if you did get stuck on the way in, just sit down, enjoy the races, and when the races are done, we'll be sending some tow crews down there. Of course, we've got a couple of backhoe tractors. Hopefully we don't have to pull any of the haulers out, because that'll take a little bit of time as well. But we will get to you, and we'll make sure that your vehicle gets out of the muck and mire down there. And, well, that's the kind of weather we've been having, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not just us. Tim and I were talking about it. Then Mohawk, they've been hammered. Brockville's been hammered. Granby and Drummond as well. And Timmy was talking about the Super Big Block Series in Utica, Rome. Well, they weren't even sure if they were going to have a race, because part of their freeway is underwater going into Utica, Rome.
Right now it's pretty bad, so...
It's not just here, and of course our infield, which was beautiful and green before we got here, it's, yeah, not so much right now. But of course, we've been doing everything we can to make sure that we have racing here again this evening, and I'll tell you, the track looks pretty good, and I think the racers are really going to love this. When it's dry like this, everyone has the same opportunity. It's not like you just get out in front and run away with it, because someone will find something up high, down low, through the middle. There are 3 lanes here at the Cornwall Motor Speedway, and the top racers know how to find those, especially in the big races like we've got. We got 50 laps here for the Alexandria Home Hardware Pro Stock Ultimate Pro Stock race, first of 4. Jocelyn Lenoir on the 48 makes his way out on the pole. Outside of him, C.D. Beauchamp in the 88. It'll be Jocelyn Valade, the 99, inside of the second row. On the outside, his dance partner will be the 115 of Stéphane Lemire. Mark Lalonde in the number 8 goes away inside of row number 3 on the outside, David Seguin. And rounding out the field, the 29A of Justin Desrosiers. Had a chance to talk to Dustin before the race. Got a new motor in the car. Got to work the bugs out of it. And he said, well, he was off for a couple of weeks. It gave him a chance to put a new motor in the car and move to a bigger house with a better shop for him to work on the vehicle. So we'll be looking for 8 laps of green action once we start in the wired audio zone. Jocelyn Lenoir, the 48, and C.D. Beauchamp, the 88. Bring them around. And as they roll through the wired audio zone, they get on it together. Beauchamp finds some bite up top, rolls around, and gets into the early lead. Jocelyn Lenoir pushes up the track. Here comes Jocelyn Valade down to the bottom in the 99. He pushes up the track, 3 wide down the backstretch. Mark Lalonde finds a bite down to the bottom. Lemire kind of pushed out of that one as Jocelyn Lenoir keeps going around the outside. Now Lalonde trying to make his way to the front. He's got Jocelyn Valade in his way in the 99. C.D. Beauchamp in the early lead. As they come around by the flag stand this time, it'll be 2 in, 6 to go. And the first of 3 Alexandria Home Hardware Pro Stock heats in this Ultimate Pro Stock, first of 4 races. The other 3 at Autodrome Granby, Drummond, and RPM. As we've got C.D. Beauchamp in the lead. Here comes Jocelyn Valade in the 99. 88 and 99, leading them around. Jocelyn Valade found something through the middle. He's pulling up alongside C.D. Beauchamp on the backstretch. Mark Lalonde trying to keep it close in third. Valade drifts up the track just a little bit with a 99. Here comes Beauchamp keeping it down to the bottom at the halfway point. 4 in, 4 to go. Valade again through the middle, found something, gets the nose just past Beauchamp. Beauchamp comes back down to the bottom with the 88. C.D. Beauchamp, Jocelyn Valade, nose to nose. Beauchamp down to the bottom, Valade around the top side. Nice race going on here. They both picked the line. Valade found something up top. He's going to pull into the early lead. Now Beauchamp comes back down to the bottom as they come through 3 and 4. Down past the flag stand this time. 2 more laps to go. Valade has it by about half a car at the flag stand. Valade again pushes up the track, misses his line. Beauchamp comes back. Beauchamp down the bottom with that 88. Valade staying up on the top. White flag is flying. Just 1 more lap to go. Beauchamp pushes up the track, takes away the middle. Great battle for the lead. Vlad finds that bite again, high in turn number 2. Puts the nose by on the backstretch. It's going to come right down to it as they come through 3 and 4. Checkered flag already waving. Vlad will take it at the wire, just ahead of Beauchamp in the 88. It's Mark Lalone in 3rd. Jocelyn Roy 4th. Lemire 5th. Seguin in the number 5 position. And Rosier rounding out in the number 6 position. Wow, what a race, guys.
Yes,
Jocelyn Vlad found a way to find something up in turn number 2 there, and what a race. Side by side for about 3 or 4 laps, and came right down to it. That's exciting.
Yeah, the Pro Stocks are always exciting here at Cornwall, and everywhere they go, you see them at Granby on every Friday night as well, and even in Syracuse in the past and Oswego last year, it's always one of the best show of the weekend. So it's our last full fender class, and it's always great racing and having these types of series, getting all the top guys from Quebec and Ontario at the same speedway. It's always one of the cool features as well. So we will go to the white flag. So here's the lineup for heat number 2. Voici l'alignement de départ pour la qualification numéro 2 en Pro Stock. La voiture 47, 47 of Dave Bissonnette. The 17, la voiture 17 de Jocelyn Chicoine. Le 88 de Jeffrey Lapalme. Le 55, George Renault.
Yeah.
And the 55 will start 4th. 57K of Kevin Federley. And rounding out the field will be the 9 of Éric Jean-Louis. La série se transporte la semaine prochaine du côté de Granby et Drummondville, cette série. Donc, le 7 et le 8 juillet, Autodrome Granby et Autodrome Drummond. La série ultime sera du côté québécois. As we're going to green au vert. Bon départ ici pour Dave Bissonnette qui prend les commandes sur Jocelyn Chicoine et Jeffrey Lapalme. Good start for Dave Bissonnette. Side-by-side racing. Right now for second, with Jeffrey Lapalme taking the second spot. Kevin Federley now running in 3rd. Kevin Federley qui roule maintenant 3e, un des vainqueurs cette saison. Des ennuis pour Éric Jean-Louis. Éric Jean-Louis spins in turn number 2. Pro Stocks have a busy month of July. As I was mentioning earlier, the Ultimate Pro Stock Series is in Quebec next weekend. We'll have an important race for these guys as well at the end of the month on July 30th, as the Dirt Car Pro Stock Series will be here. So similar field as tonight, plus we'll have probably 5 or 6 American drivers as well. So expecting a field of probably around 25, 26 cars on July 30th, so it should be pretty interesting as well.
Well, busy for this series because they go tonight here, Friday night down in Granby, and then Saturday night at Drummond. So that's 3 big races, all like all back to back like that.
Yep. We'll go back to green. On retournera au vert. Both Bissonnette and Lapalme had a great start. Un bon départ pour les deux premiers pilotes, avec Bissonnette qui prend l'avantage sur la voiture 88 de Jeffrey Lapalme. Le 57 de Kevin Federley, présentement 3e. Jocelyn Chicoine et Georges Renault complètent votre top 5 avec Éric Jean-Louis qui ferme la marche au 6e rang. Bissonnette, votre meneur. Jean-Louis qui décide de rentrer à l'intérieur du tracé. Toujours une bonne bataille pour la 2e position entre Lapalme, Federley, Renault et Jocelyn Chicoine. Éric Jean-Louis qui rejoint le groupe. Une bonne avance pour Dave Bissonnette. Bissonnette still have a great lead over the rest of the field. Jeffrey Lapalme running 2nd. George Renault right now trying to take 3rd out of Kevin Federley. White flag is out. Le drapeau blanc est lancé. Dans cette 2e de 3 qualifications Pro Stock pour la série ultime. 2nd of 3rd qualifier for the Pro Stocks. He will come and get the checker flag, the 47 of Dave Bissonnette, Georges Renault, and 88 of La Palme with 57 of Kevin Federer. They will all go to the redraw tonight to speed up the program. The draws for both Pro Stocks and Modifies will be done in the pit area. Donc, juste pour ce soir, pour tenter de terminer ce programme assez rapidement, les piges auront lieu dans les puits, exceptionnellement pour ce soir. So, guys, group number 3 is on the speedway. Tim is currently typing on Twitter.
Talking to his peeps.
Yeah.
Talking to all my homeboys, you know.
Updating
Keeping
everything.
everybody informed.
Updating all the time, all day, every day. If you can't make it to the track, I usually try to have the updated information right away. As we get set ready to roll, heat number 3 for the Ultimate Pro Stock Series looks like this. Stefan Lebrun on point with the number 6 outside. Danny Vogel, and the 29 will go from the outside pole. Row number 2, Bruno Cyr, the 33, along with the 8X of Cody Kelly. Row 3, Guy Vienne with the number 15X. Alongside of him will be Bob Ray, our reigning mini stock champion, in the number 18 ride. Final row, it's the 83D of Dustin Bradley with the 4 of Rocco Ban. 8 cars ready to do battle once again. Top 4 to the draw. Green flag is out at the Wired Audio Fire Zone, and we're back underway. Work underway through turns 1 and 2. First trip around, it will be Stefan Lebrun out in front of the field. Bruno Cyr and Danny Vogel down there in turn number 3. Vogel runs on a racetrack. That opens the door for Guy Vienne and Cody Kelly to move up a couple of spots. As we complete lap number 1 in this 8-lap heat event, it will be Stefan Lebrun in control. Bruno Cyr right there with him, though, as they hit the backstretch. Now Cody Kelly starts to move forward, trying to pick up the number 2 spot from Bruno Cyr. He's down on the bottom lane as they exit turns 3 and 4. Lebrun on the gas, trying to hold Bruno Cyr at bay. 88X of Kelly back there third, followed by Guy Vienne and Bob Ray. Your top 5 as they bring it off of corner number 2 and down the backstretch. Danny Vogel has lost a bunch of spots here in the early going of this one. He's right there with Rock Oban in the number 4 machine as Oban pushes up the track. Here comes Dustin Bradley trying to pick up the 7th spot from Oban as they head down the front stretch into turn number 1. Meanwhile, 3 laps on the board, and it is all Stefan Lebrun at this point. We'll be coming around to complete 4 laps this time by. 4 are down, 4 to go. We're halfway home. This is our Chief Director of Traffic Control, Jason Aikman, atop the flag stand tonight. Bruno Cyr right there with Lebrun as they hit the backstretch. Cody Kelly still working that outside lane into third. Cody, a rookie this year in the pro stock ranks, making the jump from the semi-pro street stock ranks and doing a pretty good job here tonight. Settling down into turn number 1 with 3 laps left to go. It's all Stefan Lebrun at this point. Bruno Cyr still with the number 2 spot. Then it's the 8X of Kelly into third. Battle on for position number 5. Bob Ray has it. Danny Vogel trying to take it away from him in turn number 4. 2 to go this time by, and it's all Lebrun at this point. Sets it up off the bottom side of corner number 2 and down the backstretch. He holds about a 3-car length advantage over Bruno Cyr. Cody Kelly still third, followed by Guy Vienne, Bob Ray. That's still your top 5. White flag being displayed this time by, and Rock Oban loops it around in between the backstretch and the entrance of turn number 3. Caution flag will be out here with 1 lap left to decide it. So, lineup is set, ready to go back green this time around. Tracy Wheeler assist to sell Sportsman division ready to roll trackside after this. Then we'll have the Street Stock Invitational 25-lap feature. Modifieds, we will have the B main if necessary. Not heard word otherwise. We'll get word for that in just a minute. And we do have word on that. No B main. Just been told that.
You can really keep a secret for a long time.
Well, you know, I had to keep everybody in suspense. So all drivers will start tonight's 125-lap Canadian National Series opener Thank you to Martin Belanger for that vital piece of information. Green light's back on, 1 lap to decide this one, and we're 3 wide for 5th as they straighten it out to single file into turn number 1. It is still LeBrun and Bruno Cyr, 1 and 2. Bob Ray gets knocked around in turn number 3, but as they come across to complete this third and final heat for the Pro Stock, Stefan LeBrun will get the victory. Second will go to Bruno Cyr, third to Guy Vienne, fourth will be Cody Kelly, and Danny Vogel will complete your top 5. That does it, guys, for the Ultimate Pro Stock Series. They'll be back ready to go later on for their 50-lap feature go.
Just before we go to the Sportsman, we have an announcement for the pit area. There's a Dodge truck that is blocking someone in the pit area. License plate 2637ZX. On a un camion Dodge avec la licence 2637ZX. Dans le stationnement du puits, vous bloquez quelqu'un doit sortir. Donc, as we'll have heat number 1 in the Sportsman.
And the lineup now in front of me, Alexandria. Here we go again. The Tracy Wheeler Assist to Sell Sportsman. The 94 of Gabriel Cyr off the pole. The 3 of Adam Rozo outside pole. Thomas Cook in the 35. And the 102 of Derek Kreiderman. The 1 of Robert Delormier inside of row number 3. And on the outside, Delbert Legros Jr. in the 87. The 150 of Brad Winters and Mike Stacy. And the number 23, the Enforcer. Back with us, Timmy, and Mike's going to join the back of the field, and he'll go away from back there. First of 4 heats in the Tracy Wheeler Assist to Sell Sportsman class. Just a regular night for these guys. They don't have a big race like everybody else. But we will be looking for a nice clean start in the wired audio zone right over there in turn number 4. Rozo and Gabriel Cyr set to lead them away, and we go green. Cyr into the early lead. Rozo tucks right up behind him in a second. Here comes Kreiderman up through the middle as well. Thomas Cook in the 35, pushed down to the bottom. Now Thomas Cook stays down at the bottom as Rozo tries to get the nose in on the inside of Cyr. Gabriel Cyr in the 94 hanging on to the lead as they bring it around by the flag stand for the first lap in the books. Here comes Kreiderman, found something down at the bottom of turn number 2. Jumps up 1 spot, finds himself in second. Rozo pushes up the track with the number 3 high in 3 and 4. Robert Delormier trying to find a way around the 35 of Thomas Cook. That's where the battle is now for 4th place as Gabriel Cyr in the 94 continues to lead. Cyr trying to pull away from the rest of the field, doing a good job. Legros pushes up the track, gets a hold of it just in time. That was Robert Delormier in the 1, saying hello to the front wall and just backing off enough to miss it as they come to the halfway point. 4 laps in, 4 to go. And now Thomas Cook pushes up the track. They get down into that wet stuff down at the bottom of turn number 4. And that's just like hitting a patch of ice with no steering. As Kreiderman with a beautiful job down to the inside of turn number 4 takes over the lead. Kreiderman in the 102 with 3 laps to go. Gabriel Cyr in the 94 hanging on a second right now. Then it's Adam Rozo in third with the number 3 car. Kreiderman started in the number 4 spot. Now finds himself in the lead and trying to pull away from everybody else with 2 laps to go. As he brings it around down through 3 and 4. Past the flag stand this time. White flag will come out. 1 more lap to go for Kreiderman. Kreiderman in the 102 leading. Cyr in second with the 94. Rozo in third with the number 3. Then it's Delormier with the 1 and Stacy rounding out the top 5. Checkered flag waving for the 102 of Kreiderman. He walked away with it. Cyr will finish second with the 94. Then it'll be Rozo in third. Stacy and Cook come across the line at the same time for 4th and 5th. And good action in the first of 4 Tracy Wheeler Assist to Sell Sportsman heats. And it's Derek Kreiderman getting the first heat win. I'll tell you, Timmy, Kreiderman is our last track champion in the street stock division, or semi-pros.
Yes.
Made the jump when street stock looked like they were going by the way of the dodo, and has not looked back since, jumping up into the Sportsman division here, the Tracy Wheeler Assist to Sell Sportsman division.
Yes, he's been doing a very good job of it as well. He's got himself a feature win. As heat number 2 rolls trackside now with Billy Cook in the M70 going away from the point. Outside will be Ricky Thompson, the 1R. Row number 2 is going to find Steve Morris, the 58, alongside of him. The most recent winner here in Sportsman action, the 17, the high side hustler from Harrowsmith. That's Tristan Draper. Row number 3, Kurt Kaye, a winner in the novice sportsman division here 2 times over. He's in the number 28 Cornwall Mazda ride to his outside. In car number 22A, that is Alex Gagnon. And Evan Racine in car number 54 will complete the rest of your starting field. 7 cars ready to go. RSI Industrial Heat Championship points on the line as well for both the Tracy Wheeler Assist to Sell Sportsman and Alexandria Home Hardware Pro Stocks. But right now we're ready to go with the Wired Audio Fire Zone. Green lights are on and away we go. Quickly down into turns 1 and 2. Ricky Thompson with the race lead. 3 wide down there for position number 4 as the 17 of Draper, the 15 of Steve Morris going at it for position. That'll move Kurt Kaye to the 3 spot as they head into turns 1 and 2. Lap number 1 is on the scoreboard, and Ricky Thompson, the man of the hour right now. Steve Morris getting a little physical with his teammate Kurt Kaye. That's going to open up the door for Tristan Draper, as Draper will get by both cars to move up into position number 3. Meanwhile, Billy Cook doing a pretty good job as well, holding on to the 2 spot. Here comes the 58 of Morris, and I'll tell you what, it's been a while since these drivers have been on track, and they are after one another now, as Alex Gagnon problems in corner number 2. The caution flag will fly. So Gagnon will hopefully get this car refired, and he will be back on the racetrack. Quick update from the Utica Speedway with the Super Dirt Car Series and the Empire Super Sprints. Heat wins in the sprint cars went to Jan Bilodeau, Matt Tanner, Coleman Gullick, and Mark Smith. PA Posse regular jumping in and running with ESS Central New York Speed Week this week. Larry White, Matt Shepard, Tim Fuller, and Stuart Friesen won the qualifying heats tonight as well. So that's kind of the quick synopsis as to what's going on.
It's fun to see Bilodeau winning one of the heats, and I know that Larry White is doing double duty as well, as he was planning to follow the 5 races in the Central New York Speed Week.
Yep, picked up a win at Canandaigua Thursday night as well, so it's a good week for him. And he got a win in the modifieds last night at Fulton, so Lightning Larry. Going to be one to watch when the series comes to town here next weekend. Green lights are on, and, well, the TAS Racing team giving Tristan Draper no breaks out there as they've been after him all race long. Steve Morris is going to go around the top shelf. He'll pick up 3rd, and Steve may have found something through the top side of corners 1 and 2. At least we thought he did. He pushes up the hill, coming off a 2. We're 3 wide again for 2nd. Draper through the middle. He'll go to the 2 spot. Meanwhile, Ricky Thompson has the best seat in the house. He's driving away from everybody at lap number 5. Halfway through this contest, 8 laps is the scheduled distance as they bring it down off of corner number 2. As Kurt Kaye starts to pull up there to the back bumper of Draper into turns 3 and 4. 2 to go this time by for Ricky Thompson. As they head into turns 1 and 2, Draper has now cleared all the traffic with the Draper Doors Bay Electric 17 ride. Still about 4 car lengths behind Thompson as they head through 3 and 4. White flag being displayed. It's Thompson, Draper, and Kaye, your top 3. Billy Cook, Steve Morris, Racine in the 54, and Alex Gagnon completes the field. Final time down the max straightaway for Ricky Thompson. He sets it up to the bottom lane in turn number 4, and he'll collect the win in heat race number 2, followed by the 17 of Draper, the 28 of Kaye, M70 of Billy Cook. Steve Morris will complete it in the number 58. So that does it for heat race number 2. Heat number 3 lined up in the staging area right now and ready to go.
Yes, we have a strong field of cars tonight. 29 sportsmen on hand as we have 4 heat races. The 3rd heat is on the speedway. You'll find the 04 of Scott McGill, the 65 of Emmanuel Saint-Denis, the 43 of Martin Hébert, 85, Tyler Jevogue. The 4S of Styles Arquette. 98H of Justin Lalancette. And completing the field, the 14 of Zach Arquette. We have a lot of drivers that weren't able to race over the weekend with all the bad weather that all the racetracks had, and this is why we have a strong field of sportsmen tonight, having the Arquettes with us tonight, the 4S and the 14 at the back of the each race. Scott McGill is having, seems to have issues with his car. Là, on voit la voiture 04 qui devait partir premier sans avoir des ennuis d'embrayage avec sa voiture 04. Tente d'aller chercher le reste du peloton. Devait partir aux côtés de Emmanuel Saint-Denis. Scott McGill trying to catch up to the field. Was supposed to start on the pole in this third heat. So the 04 will start at the back. So you'll have a first line of Emmanuel Saint-Denis and Martin Hébert. Saint-Denis will be the control car. La voiture 65 de Saint-Denis sera la voiture de tête. On ira au drapeau blanc. Tyler Jevogue partira troisième. Voiture 4S de Style Arquette partira quatrième. La Lancette et Zach Arquette, votre top 6 avec McGill au 7e rang. On ira au drapeau vert. We'll be coming to green in the wired audio. Saint-Denis is your control car as we're going to green au beau vert. Excellent départ ici pour la voiture 43 de Martin Hébert sur Saint-Denis. Stars Arquette également parti du 4e rang, maintenant 2e. Une belle manœuvre passée. C'est réussi à se faufiler entre Saint-Denis et la voiture 85 de Tyler Jevogue. Alors qu'Hébert a déjà une bonne avance sur le reste du peloton. Saint-Denis still battling for the second spot with Tyler Jevogue now running in third. Good battle so far for these positions as the Arquettes are coming together. Issues here for Justin Lalancette that's decided to stop in front of the grandstands. Yellow flag is out. Le drapeau jaune est lancé. Justin Lalancette qui s'est arrêté. Oh, il est plutôt au ralenti présentement devant la grande estrade. Also part of the busy month of July for the Sportsmen, as well as the Race for the Cure Sportsman will be here on July 23rd. Second round of this series. La deuxième manche de la série Race for the Cure Sportsman sera ici lors du 23 juillet prochain. On avait eu 45 sportsmen lors de la première épreuve. We had 45 sportsmen on round number 1, so looking forward to that event will be the headline of July 23rd, as we have a really big month, as we will speak about that later on tonight as we're going back to green. Martin Hébert takes the lead. Continue d'accentuer son avance, mais Tyler Jevogue très rapide avec Zach Arquette maintenant troisième. Zach Arquette now running in third in the 14 car. Saint-Denis and Lalancette, your top five will be coming to halfway point. Martin Hébert, your leader. Jevogue, Arquette, Saint-Denis, Lalancette, Styles, Arquette, and Scott McGill rounds out the field. We will go back to yellow. On retournera au drapeau jaune. L'ennui pour Styles Arquette qui s'est arrêté dans le tournant numéro 2. Styles Arquette stop in turn number 2. We've been talking about the Super Dirt Car Big Block Series. They will be here next week. They have a busy week this week, being in Utica, Rome tonight. They'll make a stop at Airborne Speedway on Thursday, then stopping here on Sunday evening. Matt Shepard still leading the points race with a 58-point lead. So he'll lead a group of 16 drivers in the Super Dirt Car Series, and expecting also a few drivers from the Quebec area that are here tonight as well, that will be here with a big block. Thinking of David Hébert in the 1 car, and also Steve Bernard in his 54. Expecting to see Jean-François Corriveau as well as Yann Bussière as well. And we probably have Tim Kerr as well on the Ontario side that might make the haul to Cornwall. So expecting at least between 20 and 22 big block cars next week. So it should be one of the best races of the season, as the top guys will be here.
Well, that's a big car count, guys, for big blocks, and
Yep.
It's been a number of years since we've seen that many big blocks come in for a series race. I know a couple of years ago we were down to 9, maybe 10 big blocks, and they just didn't want to come to Cornwall where the small blocks have a chance to beat them. So,
well, they've definitely stepped up their game against when they come to Cornwall against our small block regulars, and of course this season so far, Billy Decker has 2 wins at Fulton in the Outlaw Speedway. Ryan Watt got his first career win at Bridgeport earlier this year back in May. Matt Shepard won the June event at 5 Mile Point, and of course last week, June the 27th, $10,000 in the pocket of Tim McCready at the Brett Hearn Big Show number 9 at the Albany-Saratoga Speedway. T-Mac won't be in the field here at Cornwall, unfortunately, but guys like Friesen, Shepard, Larry White, Brett Hearn, Alan Johnson making his return full-time to the series this year as well with the Friendly Ford number 14 ride. So we'll see how it all goes as the big blocks are back in Cornwall next Sunday.
Yeah, really looking forward to this event next Sunday night. 100 laps for the modifieds, the big block modifieds in town. The week after, on July 16, we were talking about the Central New York Speed Week for the sprint cars. The Patriot Sprints will be at the Speedway on July 16. I was mentioning the Race for the Cure on July 23rd. 100 lap, 2,000 to win for the Sportsman. And we'll finish off a busy month of July with the Dirt Car Pro Stock Series and also the Mod Light of Quebec that will be here. Expecting a few drivers as well from the Mohawk area that will come and run against the Quebec guys. Donc un mois de juillet très occupé. On a les gros blocs la semaine prochaine. Le 16 juillet, les amateurs de sprint seront servis à souhait avec la série Patriot Sprint, en plus du groupe STR et Slingshot. Le 23, la série Race for the Cure Sportsman, et on finira le mois de juillet avec 50 tours Pro Stock. We're going back to green, de retour au vert. Good run right now between Hébert and Tyler Jevogue. Jevogue taking the lead with 2 laps to go. Jevogue qui vient prendre les commandes dans cette qualification devant Martin Hébert. Zach Arquette toujours au 3e rang. Justin Lalancette et Emmanuel Saint-Denis, votre top 5. On viendra chercher le drapeau blanc. The white flag is on the field with Tyler Givogue in the lead. Tyler Givogue qui continue son ascension du côté des Sportsman. Toujours un des pilotes les plus rapides depuis ses débuts il y a 2 ans. Il viendra chercher le quadrillé devant Martin Hébert, Justin Lalancette, Zach Arquette, Emmanuel Saint-Denis et Scott McGill. Completes the top 6. So Tyler Givogue, your 8th win, our 8th winner right now in the Sportsman, as 8 number 4 will hit the Speedway. Another great group of drivers in this 8 number 4, Yui.
Fourth and final heat in the Tracy Wheeler Assist to Sell Sportsman. Junior Delormier in the 45D will take him away off the pole. Chris Ferguson in 08 on the outside pole. Brianna Ladisser inside of row number 2. Kelvin Malone in the 102K will go away on the outside of that second row. 83 of Pascal Rossette inside of row number 3 on the outside of that third row, defending track champion here in the Tracy Wheeler Assist to Sell Sportsman class is the 0 of Shane Pecor. And rounding out the field will be the 11 of Dan Ferguson. 8 laps will be the distance. Looking for a nice clean start in the wired audio zone in turn number 4. As they bring it around through the turn, and they get on it together, and we got a good start. We are going green here in the 4th and final Tracy Wheeler Assist to Sell Sportsman heat. Ferguson around the outside of Delormier with that 08. Brianna Ladisser up through the middle with the 15B. They are 3 wide coming into turn number 4. Ferguson down on the bottom with the 11. And it'll be the 83 of Pascal Rossette trying to find a way around. He gets up into the number 4 position. Ferguson out into the lead. Here comes Brianna Ladisser down on the bottom. She's going to pass Delormier. She's got her sights set on Ferguson. Down on the bottom she goes. And she picks up one more spot. Brianna Ladisser into the lead here in the 4th and final Tracy Wheeler Assist to Sell Sportsman heat. Brianna Ladisser leads them through 3 and 4 down past the flag stand. 3 laps in the books, 5 to go. As Pecor still battling back in the pack, trying to find a way around the rest of the cars in front of them. As they come around by the flag stand this time, the 15B of Brianna Ladisser going to be shown halfway. Ferguson still hanging on a second. Junior Delormier in 3rd with that 45D. Here comes Pecor around the outside of Rossette. Rossette and Ferguson down on the bottom. They are 3 wide again. Down the back stretch coming into turn number 3. Pecor around the outside. Rossette goes back down to the bottom. Ferguson was up through the middle. Now Pecor still trying to find something up top. Ladisser checked out from the rest of the field in the lead with that 15B. She comes by the flag stand. Should be shown 2 laps to go. Ferguson hanging on to second right now, but here comes Pecor up into the number 3 position. Shane Pecor, defending track champion here in the Tracy Wheeler Assist to Sell Sportsman class, now up into the number 3 spot. Ladisser being shown 1 more lap to go here in this 4th and final heat. Pecor, 1 more lap to go. That's where the battle is now, is for second. Pecor top to bottom. Ferguson tries to close it off, can't make that happen as Ladisser walks away with the heat win, and it's Pecor's going to take second in the 0. Ferguson 3rd in the 08, and Rossette will round out 4th with the 83. Nice job of driving by Brianna Ladisser. Got out front early and ran away with it, and Pecor had his hands full, started 6th, was able to work it up into the number 2 spot. And of course, RSI Industrial heat points on the line. Took him a while to get around, but made his way up a couple of spots. Had to get around the slower moving traffic. And we are getting set to roll out the street stock feature. 65 laps will be the distance, Timmy. And correction, it's going to be 20 laps.
Yeah, we just kind of got some updated information on the weather situation. There appears to be a cell that is moving towards the Cornwall area right now. We're trying to do our best to beat that. So 20 laps will be the distance tonight for this Street Stock Invitational. Good looking field. Late purchase the 53 on point.